And while he was on the phone, I heard, as I was crossing the intersection, I heard Empire.
Aren't you the man from the Empire show? That movie?
Yes. Got a problem?
He said, "This MAGA country."
This is MAGA country now.
Punches me right in the face.
Get more aggressive, more aggressive.
Walk around his neck.
And then we started tussling. You know, it was very icy.
Let me fight back a little bit. Let me fight back.
All right. Oh. Ow, that hurt. What the hell you do?
Then it just stopped, and they ran off.
And run away so the cops don't see anything that we already did.
We live in a society where, as a gay man, you were considered somehow to be weak, and I'm not weak.
Why me? Why me?
I think that what people need to hear is just the truth.
Was that good?
That's good. You guys got Cash App?
No, you told me it was gonna be Venmo.
Venmo? I said Cash App.
Western Union me because I don't have my paper.
Why me?
All right, guys, one of the things I find to be very, very, very strange during this time period is just how many high-profile trials, court cases that we have going on right now, right? We just got off the Kyle Rittenhouse trial, the Ahmaud Arbery trial. Now we have Ghislaine Maxwell. We have the Supreme Court case that could potentially overturn Roe v. Wade. And we also have this Jussie Smollett, right? Or Jussie Smollett. I don't know how to really pronounce the dude's name. We have that trial going on as well, okay? Which I find to be the one that's the most, like, hilarious, right? And probably obvious that we know how this is gonna turn out, because anybody with two brain cells to rub together knows that this man definitely faked a hate crime against himself, okay? I think that when we first heard about this story back in like 2019, okay, of two dudes attacking this man in Chicago, talking about this MAGA country, this MAGA country. Like, that was already sketchy in and of itself, right? Just the story in general, right? Put a noose around his neck, all types of stuff, right? MAGA hats, okay? And then when the dude went cooperate with the police investigation, right? Didn't want to give up his cell phone, okay? And come to find out the two dudes was black, two not even black, African dudes, right? That did it. It's like, come on, bro. Come on. You're making this up, dog. You're making this up. And he was obviously trying to exploit racial tensions to advance his own career, right? He was trying to paint himself out to be a victim in order to, again, put himself in the spotlight and to maybe, you know, make some more money acting, right? He was, at the time, he was an actor for Empire, right? So, you know, it's like, bro, again, you know, when you do stuff like this in a time where most of the hate crimes I see are faked, you deserve the punishment that you get. Because this is something that has to stop, right? People have to stop exploiting racial tensions for their own personal gain, right? And this is what this man was trying to do. So yeah, this guy is now on trial, facing some felony charges for disorderly conduct, aka filing a false police report, making police use our precious tax dollars to investigate a hate crime that didn't actually happen, or at the very least that he staged against himself, right? And it doesn't seem like this trial is going very well for him, as apparently the jury saw a video of Jussie Smollett in a dry run a day before the alleged hate attack. So the jury saw a video of this man rehearsing the hate crime that he orchestrated against himself, allegedly, the day before the attack, right? Ain't this what actors do, right? They rehearse stuff. Again, this story is hilarious. Embattled Empire actor Jussie Smollett was caught on surveillance video doing a dry run one day before his alleged hate crime attack, prosecutors said at his trial in Chicago Tuesday. Prosecutors contend the footage confirms the actor faked the January 29, 2019 alleged attack with the Nigerian brothers Abimbola and Olabenjo Osundaro, who are expected to be key witnesses for the prosecution in the case. Smollett's lawyer claimed the actor was really attacked by the two brothers. Prosecutors poked a hole in that claim Tuesday, revealing a text message sent by Smollett to one of the siblings a couple of weeks after the alleged attack, the Chicago Tribune reported. Quote, "Brother, I love you," Smollett wrote to Abimola Osundaro on February 14, 2019. "I stand with you. I know 10,000% you and your brother did nothing wrong and never would. I am making this statement so everyone else knows, this text said. They will not get away with this. Please hit me when they let you go. I am behind you fully. Okay, so these guys were the ones that was accused of doing the attack. Okay, the two African brothers. And Smollett is essentially sending a text message saying that I love you, right? And that you guys are going to get through this. However, his claims now in court, it seems is that, well, these people attacked me, but like I was actually attacked. Like it was an actual real attack. So again, if these people actually attacked you, why are you texting them saying that you love them, right? The text came as the two brothers were being questioned in the case. Chicago Police Detective Michael Theus, the first witness called to the stand, called it unusual. To this day, has Mr. Smollett ever come clean about this hate crime? A deputy special prosecutor, Samuel Mendenhall, asked the cop. Not that I'm aware of, Thesis responded. Thesis also said Smollett was not forthcoming with investigators after he reported that he was attacked by men using homophobic and racial epithets while they allegedly assaulted him, according to a report by Fox News. Thesis said a squad of about 24 detectives logged some 3,000 hours investigating the actor's claims. Quote, this was horrible, he testified. I mean, the crime was a hate crime, but a horrible hate crime. There was a noose, there was bleach, it was local news, it was national news. Everyone wanted to know what happened. From the mayor on down, Thesis said, everybody wanted answers. But he said Smollett refused to give cops his medical records or a DNA sample to compare the evidence at the scene. At the end of the investigation, we determined that the alleged hate crime was actually a staged event, Thesis testified. The surveillance footage showed Smollett walking near the scene with the Osundaro brothers a day earlier, with the siblings seen taking a cab to a nearby neighborhood. The two then switched to Uber and met up with Smollett. Special prosecutor Dan Webb told jurors during the proceedings. Prosecutors contend that Smollett paid the siblings $3,500 to help in the alleged hoax. Defense attorney Nye Uchi told jurors a real crime took place, claiming that Osundaros attacked Smollett because they did not like him as a person. Yeah, it doesn't make sense considering the text message that he sent to them. Yeah, crazy stuff. Smollett faces 3 years in prison if convicted of staging the attack as a publicity stunt. Yeah, so if I was a betting man, I would bet that this man is definitely going to do some jail time because that video probably ended the trial, right? There's a video of him literally rehearsing the so-called hate crime, right? Like, what more evidence do you need? It's right there. And they know this, right? As Jussie Smollett's lawyers are getting desperate, really desperate. So desperate that they asked for a mistrial after a judge called that evidence irrelevant in front of the jury and physically lunged at one of Jussie Smollett's lawyers, right? So, again, these people are desperate, right? So let's read about this because this is kind of hilarious to me. Jussie Smollett's attorneys asked for a mistrial Thursday after the judge called their evidence irrelevant in front of the jury and physically lunged at one of the actor's lawyers. The odd fracas came in the midst of the defense's cross-examination of Olobenjo Osundaro, who claims he was paid to help Smollett stage the hate crime, as attorney Tamara Walker grilled him about his alleged homophobia and past derogatory remarks towards suspected gay men. Osundaro, 30, had just acknowledged he used the word quote-unquote fruity ass to refer to a man he suspected as gay, and Walker asked if Smollett, who is openly gay, knew he'd said such things in the past. Judge James Lynn called the line of questioning collateral in front of the jury, indicated it didn't have any relevance to the crime Smollett's on trial for because it was a past event, prompting Walker to ask for a sidebar. While attorneys were conferring with Lynn, Walker claimed he physically lunged at her when she presented the motion for a mistrial, a claim the justice vigorously denied and which was not witnessed by the Post. So probably what happened was that this judge was probably so shocked by the fact that they were asking for a mistrial that he probably just reacted in a way where he was like, what the heck, right? I can't even believe that you fixed your lips to ask me for a mistrial, right? I wonder if you listen to the lawyer's version of this story, right? Did the judge say, did MAGA country, before lunging at her, right? This Mount Country, right? We hate women. Get back in the kitchen. That's probably her version of the story, right? Quote, when you said the word mistrial on these grounds, frankly, I was stunned you'd even consider a mistrial based on this, Lynn said. I marched right back behind my bench. He continued, adding that he didn't lunge at Walker. Walker appeared close to tears as she argued with the judge and soon left the courtroom with her mother, who was in the gallery, as the rest of Smollett's team continued to ask for a mistrial. Bro, this is embarrassing. Oh my God, this man's lawyer is sitting here crying like a baby, right? Almost crying because she argued with the judge over a mistrial. Bro, this is embarrassing. Attorney Heather Wendell said they had the legal grounds to ask the questions and also accused the judge of visibly snoring in front of the jury anytime he sustained a objection from the prosecution and wanted to make sure his nonverbal cues were on the record. I've noticed snarls multiple times, Wendell said. The judge took the discussion into his chambers, and when he emerged about 10 minutes later and brought the jury back out, he told them to ignore comments he made to the attorneys. Sometimes words come out like focus or collateral. That's not a part of your consideration. That's just me communicating with the lawyers, Lynn told the panelists. That's just me conducting the trial the way I think it should be conducted. Walker then continued with her cross-examination of Onsendaro. Yeah. So, this man definitely probably is going to be found guilty, okay, of faking his own hate crime, filing false police reports. And if he is, which I kind of hope he is, right, if he actually did it, I'm convinced that he did it. Let this be a lesson to people, right? Don't fake hate crimes, okay? There should be enough racism out there, according to the left, that you ain't got to fake it, right? But the fact that they have to fake it tells you that the demand for racism is much more than the actual supply for racism. So much so that they have to manufacture their own racism. Okay, it's silly stuff, man. It really is. And you know, we should start making an example out of people who do this because they're essentially trying to exploit racial tensions, which is bad for the country. Okay, but let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.